Struggling with mechanics, wondering if Cengage Mechanics 1 is right for your JEE prep? In this video, we'll cover what's inside, pros and cons, and if it's worth your time. So in this basic overview, this is a detailed book for JEE Main and Advanced aspirants, focuses on class 11th mechanics. This is great for class 11 students, drop year students, and self-learners. Now let's talk about this book and this DPP. First, the book. So here you can see the book. This is a bit older edition. So here in this contents page, you can see the chapters. Here the first chapter is dimensions and measurement. The second chapter is basic mathematics. The third chapter is vectors. Then the fourth chapter is kinematics 1. Fifth is kinematics 2. Sixth is Newton's laws of motion without friction. Then chapter 7 is Newton's laws of motion with friction. Then chapter 8 is work, energy and power. Then chapter 9 is circular motion. And then at the end you get solutions for all these chapters. Chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then appendix 1, chapter wise solve JEE Main 2019 questions 16 sets. Appendix 2, chapter wise solve JEE Main January 2020 questions 6 sets. And appendix 3, JEE Advance 2019 solved questions. Well, as I have told you earlier, this book is a bit older edition. So if you get the latest edition, you get the latest JEE Main previous year questions and also JEE Advance previous year questions. Here's the preface and this is the chapter 1. So before diving into all these chapters, I would like to tell you about the basic structure of this book. That is, each chapter contains some theory, some illustrations, then some concept application exercise, then after that solved examples, and then exercises. And after that you get archives where you get JEE Main and advanced previous year questions, and after that you get the answer key, and at the end of the book you get the solutions and all these appendix. So here you can see the theory part is given here. Here is clear explanations and diagrams are given here in the theory part, and also you get the illustrations. These are just like some solved examples but some simple ones. And here you get the concept application exercise. This is just to test your understanding and all your knowledge. Again you get some theory, then illustrations and some concept application exercise. This is just like a cycle, and this cycle continues several times. It repeats several times, and at the end of the chapter you get some solved examples, and after the solved examples you get exercise. Here you get different types of questions, like single correct answer type questions, then multiple correct answer type questions, like here you can see. After that you get linked comprehension type questions, then matrix match type questions, then numerical value type questions, and after that you get archives. Here you get JEE Main and advanced questions, different types of questions also given here, and here you get the answer key at the end of the chapter. Now here's the chapter 2, basic mathematics. The structure is also same for this chapter. Here you can see all these things. I'm just quickly skipping some pages to save some time. Here you can see the chapter 3, vectors. Now this is the chapter 4, kinematics 1. This is the chapter 5, kinematics 2. And this is the chapter 6, Newton's laws of motion without friction. And this is the chapter 7, Newton's laws of motion with friction. And this is the chapter 8, work, energy and power. This is the chapter 9, circular motion. And at the end of the book you get the solutions of all these chapters. Okay. After these solution sections, you get appendix 1, chapter wise solve JEE Main 2019 questions 16 sets, and here's the answer key. Then appendix 2, chapter wise solve JEE Main January 2020 questions 6 sets, and here's the answer key. And then the appendix 3, JEE Advance 2019 solved questions, and here's the answer key, and here's the hints and solutions. So this was the book. Now let's look at the DPP. Here you can see the DPP. And in the contents page, you can see chapter 1, unit dimension and measurement. Then chapter 2, basic mathematics. Then chapter 3, vectors. Then chapter 4, motion in 1 dimension. Then chapter 5, motion in 2 dimensions. Then here's the chapter 6, Newton's laws of motion 1. Then chapter 7, Newton's laws of motion 2. Then chapter 8, work, power and energy. Then solutions. So here you can see the DPP. There are different types of questions, like subjective type questions, then single correct answer type questions, and multiple correct answer type questions. Different types of questions given here, and the solutions. And at the end of each DPP you get the answer key, like here you can see. And at the end of this DPP, this whole DPP book, you can say, at the end of this DPP you get the solutions of all these chapters, like here you can see. And that's it. Now let's talk about the pros and cons. The first pro is strong concept clarity. If you read this theory and then again solved illustrations and solved examples and also the concept application exercise and the exercise problems, your concept will clear, okay, along with these huge number of questions. Now the second point is wide variety of questions like JEE pattern. Like you get enormous questions of different types of questions also in the exercise, also in the examples, solved examples, also in the illustrations that are like solved examples, also in the concept application exercise. Now the third point is well structured progress from basic to advanced. So here you can see the first thing is first you get some theory, then you get some illustrations, then you get concept application exercise to test your understanding for the previous knowledge. Okay, now the fourth point is this includes JEE PYQs, like in the archive sections of each of these chapters. At the end of these chapters you get the archive sections. Here you get JEE main and advanced questions. These are previous year questions. Now the fifth point is excellent for self-study. These books are self-sufficient kind of thing. There are lots of in detail theory, different types of questions and a lot of questions for self-study. Now let's talk about the cons. So the first con is theory is lengthy. If you are already use coaching notes, well, this is a very bulky book, so this book takes time. So our next point is this book is time consuming, requires selective solving. Now a pro tip here is don't solve everything, use smartly, use some selective questions and not all these questions, because it will take a lot of time and a lot of energy. Now the question is, should you buy this book? Well, yes and no. Well, yes, if you're targeting JEE Advanced, you want to master class level mechanics, you prefer concept based learning and layered practice. Now it's not ideal for you if you want shortcut or crash course style prep. You have very limited time. Cengage Mechanics Part 1 is a complete learning package, not just a question bank. If used wisely, it can improve your mechanics prep significantly. If you need any help or any suggestions, you can comment below. Also, you can email me at gikstudy@gmail.com. Like this review, subscribe for more JEE book review videos and preparation tips. Comment below which book you want reviewed next. Thanks for watching this video. Bye bye. Take care.